So hello and welcome. Today we are going to be doing a Yin Yoga class that will incorporate a few other things as well, such as Qigong, to just open up the body and get into the energy, just allowing it to transform and move through. And we'll also do a little bit of sound healing, which is also working the same way to really just allow the energy to transform. Sound healing is becoming extremely popular for a reason, and it's because it's such a special thing. And with Yin Yoga, we hold the postures for a little bit longer than normal, so 3 minutes to 5 minutes per posture. So when you're in the posture, I might come out of the posture, and that doesn't mean that you are going to come out. So please do wait for my cue to come out of the posture before doing so yourself. And I will try to give you some sound healing or some other offerings while you're practicing. Okay, so before we get started, I'd just like for you to sit up nice and tall. You can take some movement in your body. Maybe find a cushion or a block to sit on top of. You'll notice that I have some cushions and some blocks with me, and we're going to be using the cushions for sure today. So whatever you have at home that you can use, we want to have that with us as well. I've also got some incense and some sage burning just to sort of set the tone. And today we'll be working with a crystal bowl and a crystal harp. And I might grab my shamanic beads as well. We'll just see how the mood goes. So today's class is really all about helping you to relieve your neck, your shoulders, tightness through the upper body so that we can open the heart space. Many of us are using the computers, sitting at desks all day, using our phones, and we're not really paying attention to the shoulders, so they're becoming quite tight in the neck and the shoulder area in many people. So if you feel good, you can close your eyes here and begin to sway your body. You can be back and forth, from side to side, whatever feels good. So we're just allowing ourselves to breathe right now into the belly, out through the mouth, always an invitation. So you're welcome to just breathe however feels the most comfortable for you. But I'll be giving you some cues throughout the practice, since I am your guide today. And just take it or leave it. Remember to do you. This is your practice. So right now we're just, maybe the eyes are closed, maybe we're swaying the body, feeling into the body right now, breathing into the belly and out through the mouth or the nose. Maybe letting out some gentle sighs. Just allowing yourself to fully arrive right here, right now. We're going to bring our hands in front of our heart center into Anjali Mudra and slowly come into stillness, beginning to bring intention to our practice today. So in the Yin Yoga practice, we are activating the softer side of ourselves, coming into our feminine energy of just allowing and receiving, not needing to do anything, but to just be, to just breathe, to allow your body to soften and melt today, and allow the heart to open. And at this time, I'd also like for you to set any intentions that you might have for yourself. Beautiful. We're going to very slowly and very gently begin to blink the eyes open, letting back the light in. So welcome. Today we're going to begin with a little bit of tapping. So I'd like for you to take the fingertips of your hands and bring them to the top of your head, right in the middle, and just start to tap. And then bring your fingers down the sides of the head. You can have your eyes open here or closed. So we're just coming all the way down to the jaw area and just taking a little tap here. We're going to come back to the forehead Take a little tap going down the forehead, down the temples, down the cheekbones. Maybe you stop in an area and pay attention to how you are tapping your face, how you hit your body, right? We're not trying to hurt ourselves here. Being gentle, but also getting some good pressure so that we can relieve and move and transform some energy. So just breathing into this. We're coming right back up, and you're going to come right back down. You can come down to the back of the head now. And so you're just taking your hands and the fingers of the hands, fingertips of the hands down the back of the head, to the back of the neck, around the ears. Might come back to the ball of the head and take a little bit more here and come down. And just taking a little bit of time right here where the ears and the neck meet each other. Good. And then just right here at the very end of the ears. Good. And we're going to do that again. So let's start tapping from the middle of the head, come all the way down, sides. Again, you can just stop wherever you might need to. We're going to come to the middle of the forehead, tapping the middle of the forehead, coming down to the temples, down to the cheekbones, down to the jaw. And then coming to the back of the head, to the ball of the head, and all the way to where the neck and the ears meet. Beautiful. And then now we'll take a little tapping here for the teeth. So it looks like you're tapping your lip, but you're really tapping your teeth. And then just get a little bit the upper and the bottom layer here. There's some mosquitoes out, so I might be getting attacked here a little bit. And just tapping there. And let's tap the nose a little bit. And again, very gently, the eyes, just tapping around the eye area, maybe tapping on the eyes, but just tapping, 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 tapping. Okay, so now we're going to come down to the neck area and just tap, 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 tap. So tap, 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 tap your neck area. Let me not forget that there's a microphone there. So tapping the neck area, and you can tap in the back of your neck as well. Just using your fingertips and just tapping. Just waking the energy up in your body. So these are just practices that you can do anytime, anywhere, and they're very good for you. We'll come down to the heart space. Just do some tapping here. Right there in the center of the chest. Just saying hello. And I like to give a little rub there. Good. And then we'll come over to this side. So using your light fist. Again, we're not, I'm just going to take a little bit of mosquito spray real quick. So my videos are not going to be super edited. Sorry if you're looking for perfection. Oh, I skipped that bus today and every day going forward in my life. Not interested, right? So we're going to come over to the fist, to the shoulder area, to the collarbone, and you can just kind of move your head over to the left side and just start tapping your chest, just opening and awakening through the shoulder, through the chest, through the collarbone. And again, not hurting yourself, but just tapping your body, waking it up. And you can come to the armpit, tap the armpit. Tap the rib cage. Come around the breast area. Good. We can also do the shoulder, the back of the shoulder. And then let's start to come down the arm. So you're just taking a fist all the way down through the line of your arm. So there's a line down your arm here. And up your arm. Meridian lines. So we just want to work with those lines opening and releasing. And then you'll come to the elbow and just maybe do a cup of your hand. So the hand is just in a gentle cup, and you'll just cup the elbow and breathe into your elbow. Breathe as you're doing these movements. We never want to stop breathing. Good, and just relax. I'm going to go ahead and switch this over to the other side so that we don't get smacked here. And we'll just go right on over to the right side. So you'll start beating on your chest with little taps of your fist, coming to the shoulder. Good. You can move your head over to the right side. Really get in there. But don't hurt yourself. So just breathing into the collarbone, the chest. And then we'll come into the armpit. And the rib cage. And of course around the breast. Good, and then we'll just come to the back of the shoulder. You can use your hand for that if you like, just slapping the back of your body. And then we'll come back to those fists and take it all the way down, that nice meridian down the arm. And then up the inside of the arm. And again, down the arm. And again, up the inside of the arm. Good. And then let's just do a little bit of tapping here. So onto the belly, the sides of the body. And using the back of this part of your hands, this is the front part of your fist. You're just going to tap your back of your body and just wake in through the kidneys and the lungs. So just giving your body a little wake up. Coming to the hip area. We'll tap right in that little crevice of the hips. Good. And now just sit up nice and tall and just feel the effects of this practice. You can sit with the eyes closed. You can take the attention inwards and upwards with the eyes so that you're looking to the middle of your forehead. And just relax the breath. Let the belly rise and fall all on its own. And maybe there's a gentle smile on the face, just allowing your inner Buddha to activate. Connecting with the energy that is you and everything else. Good. So as we work through these exercises today to release tightness in the shoulders and the neck, perhaps just allowing yourself to release the feeling of responsibility in this moment and throughout this next few minutes with me. So you can gently begin to open your eyes whenever you're ready. And to start our practice today, we're going to come down onto the butt. I'm just going to move these cushions and magic wands out of the way. I hope you guys enjoy the crystal harp and crystal bowl. Got my little crystals here as well. So just sit in a comfortable position. So this is a position that maybe you're just crossing the legs, yeah? And then you're sitting very, very, very comfortably with your knees onto your chest. And you're going to tuck your chin down to your chest and just begin to scoop the head down, all the way down. We're going to make a big circle here. Chin comes all the way up to the sky. And then chin comes to the chest. As you exhale, you can breathe out through the back of your heart. As you inhale and come up, you can breathe into the front of your heart, in front of your chest. So exhale through the back of the chest. Inhale, front of the chest as you come up. And keep going. You can just let this be a nice, juicy circle, breathing and moving your body. This is again coming from Qigong, just allowing the body to open, being gentle and soft with your movements, using circles, spirals, and waves in our practice today to loosen the body. Okay, we're going to take this the opposite direction once we get back up in center. So this time the chin comes up to the sky, chin comes forward and down and back. So up to the sky, forward, down and back, breathing as you move, just reversing that nice big juicy circle. And the breath can be in and out through your nose if you like, using Ujjayi breath. Tongue touches the roof of the mouth, and you can hear yourself breathing in your throat. Good. Coming back up to the center. Beautiful. You're doing a wonderful job. So now from here, we're going to make some nice, gentle, juicy circles all the way around. These are like Sufi circles. So use your elbows, use your hands on your knees. You can bend your elbows as you come down and over and up. Straighten the arms. Use your hands. Breathe as you inhale, come up. And as you exhale, go down. Breathe into your full side of your body. Really loosen your body. And remember, you can breathe however you want. So this is your practice. Breathe the way that makes you feel good. Let's switch the direction. So nice and juicy, going the other way. And so this is an exhale as we come down. If that feels good, inhale as you come up. But remember to just breathe. It really doesn't matter. Remember that you're always paying attention to what feels good in your own body, what feels necessary for you in each moment. And let's slowly start to come back to the center. Wonderful. So you might start to gently open your eyes once again if you had them closed. And we're going to do a wonderful little stretch right now. So we're going to take one of our blocks and we're going to put that over to the left side. And I'm going to put it up on the highest level. You do not have to do the same level, and you can do whatever you want with your body. So maybe you switch the position so that you're a little bit more comfortable as you come down and we do this side stretch, okay? But it doesn't matter how you sit. That is not the most important thing. I just want to give you some other options so that you know that you can sit however you need to for the stretch. So I'm going to take a nice cross-legged position for this. And I'm just going to put the little timer on because, you know, sometimes I can forget how long we are doing things. So I'm just going to put this on since you guys can actually time me on YouTube. So let's do 3 minutes for this stretch. So we're going to take our left elbow over to that block, and then we're going to rest our head on our fingertips if we can. Now you might want to go further down if you like, and go deeper into the stretch if you're more flexible. But here we're working the full right side of our body. And what I want you to think about doing is anchoring your right hip to the earth and then just stay here. So this is literally enough of a stretch. You can already feel a lot. And because we are going to be here for 3 minutes, well, we've already been here for 1 minute. So you can also choose to take the arm up and over. You can take it just like this, or you can cross it up over the head and just let the arm dangle. But I'm going to tell you right now that that's going to be a little bit more difficult. So you'll really want to connect with your breath here. Try to open up through your shoulders, but just also be loose and soft as well. Let the block support you. You can breathe out through your mouth if you like. You can also allow the breath to be even longer.
Make sure to try to keep opening your body as much as you can, but also be comfortable. In Yin Yoga, we do not want to feel pain. We just want to feel some sensation. So I was wrong. We're still working on our first minute of course. And as you stay here, you just want to connect with your breath. That's going to be the most important thing in these practices, is connecting with the breath. Right now, we're about halfway through our practice, so I know that you guys are feeling this. For me specifically, I feel it quite a bit in my arms because I did some arm practice today. But again, I just invite you to gently smile, to just let yourself be present, to really root that right hip down and just breathe into your right side of your body, opening up. If it's too much, you can not have the hand there. Remember, it's not important to go to the full, less is more. But if it's okay for you, you can have that hand there and just really open up. Some of us are a little bit more able to do this than others. Oh, and I'm so sorry, this was a 5 minute. That's why it's been confusing me. So we now have just 2 minutes remaining on my clock. So we're going to come up, since this was just supposed to be 3 minutes. Okay, so you can take your time coming back up, and I'll get better with my timer as we go here. Remember, this is my second time recording a video for YouTube. All right, so we're gonna take a little bit of movement perhaps, and I like to call it organic movement, right? Like, just do what the body needs right now. Just think about what your body needs right now, what it requires, and just do that. So for me, it's a little bit of twisting, a little bit of stretching, maybe some more of those movements that we did earlier, little sways. But just think about spirals, waves, circles. This is what we want today. So taking that other block over to the other side now. And then, of course, we'll go ahead and start on our 3 minutes over on the other side. So taking this on over to the other side. Bringing your elbow over to the block. Again, choosing your battle for the next few minutes, because we want to choose something that we can actually stay in, right? Like, what is the point of doing it if you're not going to be able to actually stay in the position, right? So rooting that left hip to the earth and then breathing. Inhale the hand up and over if that feels good. We want to try to stay nice and open, but also be nice and loose and relaxed. So breathing, focusing right now on just breath. Remembering to breathe into sensation, remembering that it's okay if you need to move a little. There's no problem with movement, but we do want to try to find stillness and find the meditation in this practice of Yin Yoga. This is when we can really allow the connective tissues to lengthen. So when we can really get into the deep fascia and create change in the body. Right now I feel opening through my chest here and my rib cage. And again, invitation to gently smile on the face. Remember to try to leave everything as soft as you can. I just found myself there just pulling. So we don't really want to be pulling or pushing ourselves. We just want to try to find the shape and then just breathe into it, opening and expanding the body into it. even more as we go. So we are going to come to our last few breaths here. And then what I would like you to do is gently release yourself from this position. You can push the block away from you. And again, taking any movements that feel right for you right now. And I'm going to offer some suggestions, but you can, again, just do whatever feels the best for you. So I'm going to come onto my back and pull my knees down into my chest and just take some gentle movement to release my low back. So maybe some rocking from side to side as I pull my knees into my chest. And this is super loose and super soft. Everything I'm doing today is super loose and super soft and gentle. So now I'm going to take some circles with my knees and just let my body start to really release through those hips and low back as I circle the knees around, giving it a little massage. And then I'll switch the direction. Good. Everyone doing so wonderful. And then now we're going to just take a little shavasana. So you can relax your hands down, relax your feet down by the sides of your mat. So extending your legs out in front of you and extending your arms down by your sides. The palms are faced up to the sky. And I would like for you to just give your body a little wiggle right now. Move your mouth, your tongue. Open your jaw, close your jaw. Take a deep breath in and out. And just relax your body. And breathe. So every so often in between the positions, we'll take a little bit of a rebound where we'll allow the body to integrate this practice. No movements, no muscle control. Allow the breath to be natural. Just resting, just integrating right now. Gently beginning to come back up. And taking your time, you can make any movements that feel right for you in this moment to gently return to the body, return to the practice. We're going to be going now into a supported child's pose. So you can take either block cushions, whatever you need. Maybe you need 2 cushions. In supported child's pose, probably just 1 cushion. And you just bring that down and just rest your body, your chest on this. You can bring your head to one side. You can rest your forehead down and breathe through your nose. So here in our supported child's pose, the knees are out to the sides of the mat and the toes are touching, the big toes. I might take a cushion or a pillow and I might put it here in between my feet if my butt is not touching my feet. Maybe this position looks a little bit different. Maybe you have something underneath your knees to support your knees. So we want to be very careful to position ourselves and the body in such a way that we are feeling really nice and comfortable throughout the practice. So for this one, it is going to be 5 minutes, and we are going to just try to come into an as relaxed position as we can. So maybe take some gentle rocks back and forth. And you do not have to do the supported child's pose. If you don't want to have the support, you can just come all the way down. Maybe just using something for your forehead is also okay. So just thinking about what you want and what you need right now. And also for those of you, don't usually do supported child's pose. Like, I don't really need this, right? But it's nice to just do this sometimes, to just feel a different feeling, to do something a little bit different. And then when you go into the full position, you feel the difference, trust me. So just taking something a little different sometimes. So we have started our time frame here. So we're just breathing right now and just allowing ourselves to relax. Forearms are relaxed, forehead is relaxed. Maybe breathing out through the mouth twice as long as we breathe in through the nose. Think about breathing into the sensations that you're feeling in your body. I'll switch this for a softer pillow to go with the softness. Oh, that's so much nicer. I think I'm just going to come down onto the floor. But again, you guys, just do you. So really allow your butt to come towards your heels if possible. So breathe into your shoulders, your upper back. Remembering to breathe. And also allowing yourself to release tension. So we want to just allow ourselves to be in a space of actually letting go. So we have gone through more than half of our time. We've got about a minute and a half remaining. If you feel that you want to take your support away, now is the time to do so and to just rest into this full position. Really allow yourself to just be here with the breath.
So slowly taking one last breath here, and then we'll begin to come out of the pose. You can take your time. Begin to come up onto all fours. We're going to be transferring into something called melting heart. So take your time, no rush. And what we'll do next is we'll just do a little bit of organic movement in between the poses. So what we're going to do now is coming onto all fours, just begin to move your body. You can move your shoulders, you can move your hips, you can do circles, you can do spirals, you can do waves. You can find any movements that feel good for you right now. Breathing and moving. Maybe closing the eyes. Good. And then what we're going to be doing is the melting heart, or anahatasana. So your knees, your hips are right above your knees. And again, you can use something to support the knees here for these postures. We try to keep our hips above our knees and walk our hands forward. So for some of us, we might need some support here. Okay, it could be that we are not able to get the forehead down to the mat. So maybe we take one of those cushions and we support the body like so, so that there's a little bit of support. And the chin can just be down on the floor. Okay. Or again, you can use the cushion to support yourself and just be here. But in this pose, what we want is have the hips above the knees and let the upper body kind of cascade down so that the heart is melting towards the earth. And eventually we have our chin or forehead or chin down on the floor. So this would be like, a more extended version of the posture. But today we can just come onto the forehead, try to navigate those hips, and let the heart just come down towards the earth. So really allow the heart to just release towards the earth as you breathe. So we're again going to do this one, I think, for just 3 minutes this time. No, actually, let's do the full 5 minutes. Why not? Why not? Let's go full on yin on y'all. So it's such a good one. And if you find yourself not being able to do the posture, you can always come into a child's pose, or you can come into a Shavasana. But the idea is obviously to do your best, and the feet can be with the top part of the foot down, or you can come onto your tips of your toes. It's really up to you. And just allow yourself to fully connect with the breath right now. Really let that heart melt down. And try to connect with those nice, long, slow, deep breaths. Breathing fully in and out. So breathe into your belly, your rib cage, your chest, your head. Let everything back out.
Let that heart melt. We are definitely about halfway there, so just keep going. So see if you can continue in this pose. Let yourself just feel where you might be feeling this in your body. Slowly beginning to come to your last few breaths. And gently beginning to release yourself from the posture as you come back onto all fours, back into our tabletop position, and begin to make some organic movement in your body. So next up, we're going to be doing something called thread the needle. If you've not already done it before, we'll start with our right hand. So coming onto all fours. And again, you can just make whatever movements necessary before you decide to go. And we're going to do these for 3 minutes on each side. So we'll start by taking the right hand all the way up to the sky as we inhale. And then as we exhale, we're going to bring that hand and thread it underneath, bringing the shoulder down onto the earth, bringing the ear down onto the floor and the head. So the ear and the head are down on the floor. The hips are still level with one another instead of letting it drop down to the side like that. So you let your hips be level. And then bring your left hand either here. You can keep it here. This is option 1. Or you can extend it out in front of you, come onto the fingertips and get nice and long through the hand. So we breathe here. Really opening up into your right shoulder and through your right neck area. Again, keeping the hips over the knees. So we are about halfway there.
And perhaps if you're feeling like you want a little bit more, you could take the left hand and bring it over to the right lower back, opening up through the left as well. So we sit that hand inside of the hip there and just allow it to open up through. So my hand goes inside of my leg here and hold on to my thigh as I open up my left shoulder. So it's like even more. So of course you don't have to do that. You don't have to do anything. It's always optional. Let's take our last few breaths here. Your last breath. Gently come up, pushing the left hand into the earth, and again, just take some gentle movement. So offering those circles, or maybe bring your knees together, lift your feet up to the sky, and just take some gentle movement like this. The head goes back and forth, the feet go back and forth. This just sort of releases the spine. It's like an S shape. It's really nice. Okay, so let's go ahead and come to the other side. We'll press that right hand into the earth. Inhale, left hand high. And exhale, take the left hand out and over. And just scooping it onto the floor below you, or to the floor. Bring that shoulder down if possible. Keep those hips above those knees. And you can keep the right hand just on the earth here, or you can walk it out in front of you and extend through the right arm. So breathing into your left side. Just breathing right now. Connecting with your ujjayi breath, tongue touching roof of mouth. Breathing in and out, listening to it in the throat, or just breathe. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth longer. Take whatever breaths feel good for you right now. You can make sounds. Everything is okay. I'll make some sounds to try to help you out here. So we breathe in. And maybe you extend that right hand back to grab inside of the left hip. Left thigh. And breathe, opening up into that right shoulder as well as we take our last few breaths here. Gently start to push your right hand into the earth whenever you're ready to get up. And then we'll just send this all the way down into a belly shavasana. So you can come all the way down onto your belly and just relax here. Bring your hands to support your head. Relax your hips. And just relax. Take a few breaths here. Just melting into the earth, letting yourself integrate the practice. allowing yourself to be present, allowing yourself to melt into the earth. Releasing the responsibility, releasing the feeling of holding on to things, letting yourself just be present with letting go, with releasing today. Wonderful. So we slowly start to get up, and we're now going to be coming into a supported fish. So you'll roll over onto your back, and you can use the blocks or you can use these cushions. You can use whatever feels good. Maybe you use more than one thing. Maybe you're using 2 cushions. Maybe you're using, yeah. So what I'm going to do for myself is take 2 soft cushions and put them behind me. But maybe you just want to start with one if you're newer to the practice and you don't really usually do the opening of your heart, right? So because it's going to be like this, and so the more that we're opening the chest and the heart, the more this can be difficult, right? So we want to try to do it in such a way that we don't feel too much elevation. And then you have a lot of options. So this is the idea, is that we want to support the head, support the chest, the heart is opening. And then you can do this with your feet and take your blocks and put them underneath on either side. So I'll just grab my blocks really quick to show you what I mean. And so if you wanted to support your knees in this reclined butterfly, you can bring these blocks right underneath your hips, just like so. Okay. And this would be the position, so you can just rest here for the next few minutes. But we want to make sure that it is the most comfortable position. So find the way that you feel the absolute most comfortable and that you can actually rest here. So this is one position. You have another position where you can just leave your feet right on the floor like this if your low back is hurting you at all. Or you can extend your legs out in front of you and just rest. So this one is called supported fish, and this one is reclined butterfly. So you can choose the position for yourself right now and just see what feels the best for you. And then what I want you to do is take a deep breath in and use the sound ha to release. So HA. Ha. Letting that come right out of your heart space. Of course, it's just an invitation to do this. You don't have to do that. And any moment you want to take something out from underneath you, some of the support, you can do so. If you don't need it anymore, you can remove it, and we're just breathing into those spaces and places that we feel these sensations coming through the body right now. Just really allow the body to talk to you. Allow yourself to breathe into yourself intentionally. Surrendering and letting go to the present moment. Try to have the palms facing up to the sky. Try to breathe intentionally into your heart. If you're doing reclined butterfly, breathing into your hips as well. Try to relax your body as much as you can, wherever you might feel tension. I'm going to reach my arms behind my head to just get a little extra stretch. If you're ever feeling pain, you've gone too far. So this is not about feeling pain. This is about feeling sensation and being in a place where you can breathe into that sensation so that we can do some good for the body, not create more issues. So let's start to come to our last few breaths here. Let's do one more of those ha sounds. So breathe into your heart space. Releasing with ha. Gently bring your hands to your sides of your thighs, drawing your knees in towards one another, and we'll just stay here for a moment. You can start to roll over onto the side when you're ready. Push the cushions or blocks away from you. Come onto your back. And just taking Shavasana and just rest and relax for a moment. So just be here now. Take whatever movements you need. Maybe some windshield wipers, some hip movements. Something I like to do sometimes is to have my heels on the earth, knees face up to the sky, and then just lift my butt up and pat it back down. So it's just a little bounce of the booty onto the earth to release the low back. So maybe you give yourself a little bit of that. Little wiggles. And then let's also bring the knees into the chest and take some movement here. So just whatever feels good. Again. So draw your knees into your chest and just take a few breaths. A little bit of side to side action maybe. We're going to release that left leg down to the earth. Extend the left hand out to the side. And then taking your left hand onto your right knee, extending your right hand out to the side, Bring your left knee all the way over to the left side. So I'm going to just take one of these cushions or blocks to support myself, maybe even both. You can just see what you need. So we want to try to keep that right shoulder onto the earth. And these crystals are in the way, so I'll just move them. Oh. But what might be easier to do, and again, just leave your cushion here, is to take both knees in and both knees over, and then if they don't hit the floor, then you can use the cushion. You could also use the cushion in between the knees, so that can be easier than maybe extending the leg out and doing this version, but just do whatever feels the most comfortable for you and breathe into this position. So we do want to try to have some support if possible. Maybe look your head over to the right side to keep that shoulder on the earth. And just breathe. Right now you're feeling a twist throughout your whole right side of your body. And you want to just allow your body to be nice and soft and relaxed. No more pushing or pulling. We find our position and then we just stay there. And you shouldn't be in any pain, so don't try to push yourself too far. But do find something that allows you to feel that something good is happening for you, so that we can stay there for a few minutes and really allow ourselves to feel the benefits of that. Maybe in some moment you're able to cross your top knee over the other knee and rest there. But if that's not important, you can always just stay where you are and breathe into that. Less is more. Let's go for 3 more deep breaths here. And let's go ahead and gently release. Again, you can just take any movement that you feel good to take right now. So I'm going to do some windshield wipers. But I really think it's important to move your body in ways that you feel call to you. So if anything calls to you right now, you can just do that. This isn't even really windshield wipers. This is like a pathetic version of windshield wiper because I've got my bowl here. So I can move the bowl for a second and do the real windshield wiper. All right, so we're gonna go to the other side again, extending those arms out to the sides, getting your cushions ready if needed. So both arms come out to the sides, bring the knees into the chest, and just taking both of your knees over to the other side. And you can use those cushions as needed. You can also do this version if you prefer, with the right leg extended out and left leg coming on over, and then meeting the cushions or whatever support you have for yourself, and bring your gaze over to the left hand. You can use your right hand, but just do it gently and softly to guide the left knee over. Breathe into your armpit, your rib cage, your belly. Here we really support the digestion whenever we do any kind of twist. So right now it's just about connecting with your breath and letting go, melting into the earth, opening up. Softening your body, not needing to do anything, but just letting the body melt into the earth. Breathing into the sensations. Stay present with your breath. Perhaps you're able to cross your top leg over your bottom leg and come into the nice full position, and just breathe into that. But remember again that it's just optional. Less is more. So only do that if you really feel that's necessary. And let's take our last few breaths here. So just really breathing into your body and opening. So very slowly, very gently start to come out of the position. And we are going to just take our final movements here so that we can come into our final Shavasana for today. So any movement that feels really good for you right now, just doing that. And it can genuinely just be anything. It doesn't have to be anything specific. I can offer you to open your legs wide, to shake them out a little, do some circles with your feet, both directions, and circle some knees. Good. Getting ready to come into our final position, but I'm going to bang it out one more time. I really love this move for the low back. And then just extend your feet out in front of you. Extend your hands down by your sides. But come onto your heels and point your feet up to the sky. And then point your toes forward and up. Forward and up. Start coming into a momentum. So you're on the ball of your head. And I want you to start to just, with the momentum of your feet moving back and forth, start to feel a very natural movement of your body, of your head, moving up and down. So we don't want to do it ourselves. It's not you doing the movement. You are just moving your feet back and forth. Your head starts to move back and forth all on its own, just because of the feet movement. And once that happens, we know we're very, 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 very much in the best position we can be to just relax. So now you take a breath in and let that out. You can breathe out through your heart if that feels good. Just release. And now the invitation is to take a big deep breath into your belly, your rib cage, your chest, and your head, and hold the breath if that feels good for you. So you're going to hold this breath as long as you're able before releasing completely and fully letting yourself go. Just coming into our final Shavasana, remembering that Shavasana is dead man's pose or corpse pose. So in this pose, we don't do anything. We are basically playing dead. So how good of an actor can you be right now? And how much rest and integration can you allow yourself right now? Because that is what we're doing. We're just resting and integrating the practice and allowing ourselves to be fully and completely present with that. So there is nothing to do here, nowhere to be, nowhere to go. Right now, this is the most important part of the practice because you just did all that beautiful work, and now we want to allow the body to actually integrate. So energetically, I'm giving you a little bit of sage right now. invite you to very slowly and very gently start to come back. You can wiggle your toes, your fingers. You can move your head from left to right, starting to breathe back into the body. Some nice deep breaths. Reawakening, coming back to life. And you can then come onto one side of your body, maybe the left side, but up to you. And sitting in the embryo position, so the knees are close into the chest and you're laying on your arm as a pillow and you're just here, just resting. Taking a breath in and out. Gently press yourself back up, keeping your eyes closed if possible, grabbing your cushion or your block to re-elevate your spine and sit up nice and tall. We can come into easy pose if that feels good, which is just one heel in, the other heel follows, both knees on the earth. Sitting up nice and tall, finding the position of an easy meditation pose or just a relaxed sitting pose. And again, any gentle movements are welcome. So maybe taking a little sway from side to side, just allowing yourself to feel into perhaps the difference in your body, in your upper body. Do you feel a little bit more open? Do you feel a little bit more calm, peaceful? Do you feel a little less anxiety or stress? A little less tightness in the shoulders, a little less heaviness of the responsibilities of the day-to-day life. Coming to a place of stillness and just sitting up nice and tall, maybe taking Gyan Mudra with the hands, lightly touching the index and the thumb finger with one another as the other fingers just gently stay. Taking natural breaths in and out, in through the nose and out through the mouth, or in through the nose and out through the mouth. And we'll do a round of box breath. So we'll breathe in, let that go. You can breathe with me if you like. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath. Exhale through your nose. Hold your breath. Breathe in. Hold. And exhale through the nose. Hold your breath. Breathe in. Hold. Exhale through the nose. Hold the breath. And last time, breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. And hold. Relax the breath back to normal. Draw the eyes upwards and inwards towards your third eye in the middle of your forehead, and just allow yourself to sit here. You can sit here as long as you like in meditation, or you can complete your practice now. So this is really up to you. If you'd like to complete the practice now, I'll just bring the hands together in front of the heart center in gratitude for this beautiful practice. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you'll subscribe to my channel if you like this practice for many more. Just like it. Rubbing the palms together. create some beautiful, loving, healing energy in your own hands. And once it gets really hot, we're going to take that over the eyes, down the face, down the neck, down to the heart, cross that over to the shoulders, down the arms, and just thank yourself for being here. Give yourself a gentle squeeze. Take it all the way down your body. Thank your body for everything that it does for you on a day-to-day basis. Thank yourself for being here today. When you're ready, you can gently begin to open your eyes, coming back to this time and this space. Once again, thank you for watching. Thank you for connecting on my YouTube channel. My name is Grace, and I'm here to offer you guys everything I can possibly offer you in the healing realm. My journey has been a very, very, very interesting one, and I'll be sure to make a video about it and share it with you. But it has brought me to Thailand, so I'm here in Koh Phangan, Thailand, and I'm excited to use this opportunity in this beautiful space once, because I've been here for years, to finally start recording some stuff and taking advantage of it. So before I go, I will show you this incredible, beautiful space that I'm in. And I'll just flip this camera around so that you can see. I don't know which way it was before, so this could be a real problem. I don't know. But you guys, lots of love. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you next time.